Hey, what's going on, Transcenders? It's your boy FFCLAY from Transcend Global, where humanity ends is where divinity begins. And just wanted to drop by and say what's going on and just really prepare for the way for the next series that I'm working on, which is going to be called The Subconscious Summer. And I just really wanted to just lay the groundwork and the foundation. I was going to go directly after my last two blogs. I was going to go into talking about the wisdom of God, but it really doesn't make sense to go there if we don't have a foundation on which to build on and implement. And so I think it's better to go in this direction first and then go into talking about the wisdom. But just really, I just want to use this series as the opportunity to lay the foundation and groundwork of who we really are from a simple and practical perspective. I don't want to go too deep, and then I want to us to learn um, how we think and how to leverage it to get the best results and to get actual sustainable results and transformation in our lives. And it really just has everything to do with we know that we're trifold. We know that we are spiritual beings and we're housed in the body and we have a physical brain. But the brain does not become activated and become a mind until we really tap into our essential nature and who we really are, which is spirit or Christ in us as us. And then once we connect with Christ in us and tap into the mind of Christ, that's when we begin to operate and it becomes a mind. Until we get to that point to where we wake up and become conscious of who we are and how we operate, we live unconscious or sleep. That's why you hear a lot of terms about being woke nowadays thrown around. And being woke just means being conscious. It just means that you're aware. We only operate out of our conscious mind or our brain. Our conscious awareness 5% of the time, and the other 95% is subconscious, which is below the conscious or awareness, and unconscious, which is more so of our breathing, our bodily and vital processes and things that we need to operate without our consciously doing it, or else we wouldn't be alive in this physical plane. So the objective of what it is that we want to do is we want to wake up to who we are and how we operate. And then once we do that, we want to live consciously and being present and aware. We want to live naturally supernatural, which means we want to live from the inside out, which means that we are, first of all, aware. And then from that place of present awareness, we want to take control over our subconscious programs and things that are running in the backdrop of our lives that is self-sabotaging us or keeping us limited. And we want to leverage them and reprogram ourselves according to who we really are, which will allow us to live in our fully expanded nature and where we can be holistic and we can be unified. We can live as spiritual beings living in this physical body, connected back to our essential nature, and we are essentially bringing God into this existence, to say the least, and living full lives and fully integrated on every level. It's a simple concept, but it's very difficult because we are going against however many years programming that we've been living on top of the conditions and the beliefs and the preconceived notions and everything passed on through our lineage and our ancestors to passed on through the blood and the DNA and the genes that we have to contend with naturally. Once we wake up, it becomes less of a factor, but it's still a process of undoing and unlearning to relearn. On top of societal, intentional societal conditioning and brainwashing being bombarded on every hand. So it's a lot. It's simple. It's not easy, but it's very much doable. It's possible, and it's absolutely necessary if we want to live to the full potential and live life and live it more abundantly, like Jesus said. And so, again, I want to cover that ground, and I want to make it deep enough, but I don't want to be so deep that it's not practical. And so that's always my challenge, but we'll get through it. Until then, be looking for the next couple of blog installments here in the next day or two. And until then, peace.